Gospel, Luke 18:9-14. He also told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and treated others with contempt. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee, standing by himself, prayed thus, "God, I thank you that I am not like other people, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give 1/10 of all I get." But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even lift up his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, "God, be merciful to me, a sinner." I tell you, this man went down to his home justified rather than the other. For all who exalt themselves will be humbled, but all who humble themselves will be exalted. In today's gospel, Jesus contrasts 2 very different hearts at prayer. The Pharisee stands with confidence, reciting his virtues, comparing himself favorably to others. He speaks of fasting, tithing, observance of law, and he expects God's approval. Meanwhile, the tax collector, a despised figure, stands at a distance, barely daring to lift his eyes, beating his breast, crying out, "God, be merciful to me, a sinner." The difference is stark. One trusts in himself, the other trusts in God. One claims righteousness, the other pleads for mercy. And Jesus tells us the humble one, the tax collector, goes home justified, not because of what he claimed, but because of his heart. As I address you now, I ask, which of those 2 voices echoes more in your life? The voice that lists your good works, your successes, your faithfulness, and looks down on others? Or the voice that confesses your brokenness, your need, your inability, your longing for God's mercy? We are tempted so often to trust in our own efforts, our spiritual resumes, our reputation. But the gospel calls us to a deeper posture: humility, honesty, dependence. The tax collector does not hide his sin. He acknowledges it, entrusts it to God, and lets God's mercy be his hope. And in that openness, he is lifted up by God's grace. Let us also notice, the Pharisee's prayer is not evil in itself. He is not lying or directly sinning in that moment. But his posture is pride, and his eyes are on himself. He is concerned with self-justification. The tax collector's prayer is raw, vulnerable, even shameful. But in that vulnerability, he is honest before God. Jesus' judgment is not about the external actions, but about the heart. Mercy embraces the broken. Humility receives grace. The one who exalts himself will be humbled. The one who humbles himself will be exalted. So now I call you. Come to God not with a ledger of your achievements, but with the honesty of your need. Let your prayer be not performance, but surrender. Let your posture be less about proving and more about pleading. Let mercy, not merit, be your plea. And trust that the God who lifts the humble will look mercy upon you. May your heart be like the tax collector's, open, broken, hopeful, and may you, in that vulnerability, find justification, peace, and the lifting up that only God can give.